staging a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 winter.
Now, Australia's joined the United States in staging a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympic Games.
The U.S. government said on the 6th that it would conduct a so-called diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games, followed by Australia's announcement of a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympic Games. This absurd act of politicizing sports seriously violates the Olympic spirit and damages the interests of athletes of all countries and the international Olympic cause. This move is bound to fail. The Winter Olympic Games are not a stage for political show and political manipulation, and the Olympic Games are not diplomatic activities. Without being invited, US and Australian politicians claimed that diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympic Games was completely amorous. The Olympic Charter points out that the Olympic spirit is friendship, unity and fair competition. Today, the world is facing many tests. The IOC has added "more unity" to the Olympic motto, reflecting people's desire for peace. The so-called boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympic Games under the pretext of so-called human rights is a serious stain on the spirit of the Olympic Charter. It will only make people all over the world more aware of the hypocrisy of us and Australian politicians. The successful hosting of the Beijing Winter Olympics is what everyone hopes and desires. The International Olympic Committee, Russia, France, Switzerland and many other countries expressed their blessings and support for the Beijing Winter Olympics. Whether you come or not, the Beijing Winter Olympics will be held here and will be a success. The latest data from the Beijing Olympic Committee show that as of November 17, the Olympic committees of Europe, the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand and other countries have submitted more than 14,000 registration applications, and the United States Olympic Committee alone has submitted 1,528. For China, the prerequisite for the success of the Winter Olympics is the participation of high-level global athletes. The so-called diplomatic boycott of the Winter Olympics will eventually be proved to be a joke. The Olympic Games is a competitive competition for athletes, a stage for self-expression and self-transcendence. The diplomatic boycott of the United States and Australia is actually a word game. We advise these politicians not to go against the trend and do things that seriously violate the Olympic spirit and harm the interests of athletes of all countries.